they erected a statue to him and also named streets after him, all in honor of the great Canadian racing driver, Gilles Villeneuve. His motor racing career began in Formula Atlantic. In the mid-70s, he moved for one race to the McLaren team, stepping up to join the big boys in Formula One. On his debut at Silverstone, Villeneuve promptly finished in 11th place, with his talent and incredible control of the car a surprise to many. He also surprised Enzo Ferrari, who rang up one day at the Villeneuve's home and announced that he was interested in a new driver, namely in him. Villeneuve's wife initially thought it was a joke. Villeneuve was admittedly largely unknown in Europe, but Ferrari urgently needed a capable successor to Niki Lauda. The fast and talented Canadian was just the job. His duels on the track are legendary, such as here with René Arnoux and the Renault Turbo.
I think that my exciting moment in my career was the duel between Gilles Villeneuve and me in Dijon. Gilles used a Ferrari normal aspirate engine. I used a turbocharged engine, whereas this 6 laps before the end, he touched me, I touched Gilles, and it was really exciting. But I must adjust my driving with my car, turbocharged car, but it was a really exciting moment with a very good friend of mine.
Villeneuve, always at the limit, and sometimes beyond it too. In 1982, during final practice, the accident then occurred in which Gilles Villeneuve's Ferrari turned over and was totally destroyed. While the Canadian still made it to hospital, he died a short time later from his injuries.
Villeneuve, natürlich ein großer Name.
Villeneuve, of course, a big name in motorsport. Gilles Villeneuve was, for many, a hero, the way that you imagine 1970s heroes, a bit wild and daredevil. But then, of course, the fatal accident at Zolder.
Natürlich der tödliche Unfall.
The end of a very promising career.
Ende einer sehr vielversprechenden Karriere.
His motor racing talent was inherited by son Jacques, born in 1971. He achieved what had eluded his father. Aged 26, driving a Williams Renault, he had the season of his life in 1997 and became world champion. Petrol was in Jacques' blood, and Father Gilles always his great role model. Jacques Villeneuve's final season was in 2006, driving for BMW Sauber. He'd helped to develop the team, but major success eluded them. Others reaped the rewards. Jacques, however, is not a man to look back.
Future is what matters. You live the past, and the past is what makes you who you are today. But I don't like dwelling on the past. The past exists, and you don't need anything or anyone reminding you what it is. You know, you just remember the good memories anyway.
In 2007, the future for Jacques Villeneuve meant joining Peugeot's 24-hour team.
Man muss sagen, dass der Jacques mit Williams wirklich...
You've got to say that what Jacques achieved with Williams was really fantastic.
Wurde Weltmeister.
He became world champion. He was extremely talented.
Aber wenn sich was in den Kopf setzt, will auf Biegen und Brechen durchsetzen.
But when he gets something into his head, he wants to do it come what may, and that, for instance, cost him the chance of winning at Le Mans, where I was in the team with him. He could have become one of the few drivers ever to win the Indy 500, the Formula One world title, and Le Mans.
Formel 1 Weltmeisterschaft und Le Mans.
And he failed to do that because he was simply too stubborn. But essentially, he's a good guy who brought lots of color to Formula One.
Der viel Farbe in die Formel 1 gebracht hat.
And always sought and found fun. Even though his attempt to return to Formula One as a team boss has so far not come off, a man like Jacques Villeneuve never loses sight of his goal.